Hello, good morning. Welcome to Hobby Evolution, episode 223. It's today's Thursday. I'm having a hard time keeping days straight this week. So I've got kind of a busy work day ahead today. um, Last night I got a little more packaging done, did a little more sorting. And so I'm pretty sure I will be able to head to the card shop on Saturday. This is a card shop that's about an hour and a half from me, so I do have to kind of plan around it. It's not just a quick trip across town. What's up, Brad? Good morning. So I think I'm good to go. I'm getting there, digging myself out. I'm getting more packages out than orders are coming in, which is kind of a good thing and a bad thing at the same time. I like those orders coming in, but I also like getting caught up as well. What's up, George? No jism. I know. I ran out of gel. So I'm just going au naturel. No hat. Haven't shaved, and woke up I kind of just laid in bed for a while this morning. So a little unkept this morning. So I have a lot to talk about, actually. Last night, I'm thinking, I think Project 70 was the only thing I'm going to talk about, which is huge. Big news out of Project 70. I'll get to that. I made a supply run, which was interesting yesterday. What's up, Zach? Good morning. And and I want to talk about the anniversary of today. It's a dubious anniversary. What's up, Herman? Good morning. So I want to start off, though, by talking about Joe Tait. Joe Tait passed away, I think, yesterday. I saw the news come out on Twitter last night. Joe Tait was a longtime Cleveland Cavaliers play-by-play announcer. He, in fact, was the very first play-by-play announcer in 1970 for the franchise. And I think he retired in 2011. So he had an extremely long broadcasting career in the NBA. And I actually was fortunate enough to not only meet Joe, but we shared a broadcast booth together during a football game at his alma mater, which I broadcast play-by-play football and basketball for about 3 years, Monmouth College in Illinois. And his story is quite fascinating, and it's something that is obviously many things have changed in 50, 60 years. And getting into broadcasting is one of those. It was, we didn't have ESPN in the 1960s. Obviously there was no internet, online broadcasting. Now there's so many different avenues to do play-by-play and broadcast sports. So his story is fascinating because he was a student at Monmouth College, a small private school in Illinois. And he was asked to do play-by-play for the basketball team. And one of the teams in their conference was Coe College, which was in Iowa. And there was a young coach at Coe College by the name of, and I always get two coaches' names, and I was going to look this up. I forgot. I always confuse the two, so I just want to make sure I'm naming the right one. Tip of my tongue. Do a quick search. Okay, I'm pretty sure it was Bill Fitch. It was. So Bill Fitch grew up in Davenport, Iowa. Bill Fitch was the coach at Coe College, and he got to talking with Joe Tait. Really liked Joe Tait's broadcasting, and eventually Bill Fitch, just a few years later, would become the head coach of a new NBA franchise, the Cleveland Cavaliers, and they needed an announcer. And Bill Fitch remembered this college student out in Illinois by the name of Joe Tait, and that's how he was hired by the Cleveland Cavaliers. So just kind of a fascinating story on how he got into the NBA, and he had a long career. He did the Cleveland Indians for almost 2 decades. I think he called Len Barker's perfect game in 1981. So he had a fascinating career. I think he was suffering from cancer, and he passed away. He was 83. So rest in peace to Joe Tait. He came back for a homecoming while I was doing play-by-play at Monmouth College. I think it was a homecoming, possibly. And he sat in the booth with me and shared a microphone. He sat in on the broadcast for the first half of the game. Then he had his halftime commitments for returning to his alma mater, and it was great just having him in the booth on the broadcast and in sharing that time with a broadcasting Hall of Famer. So he will certainly be missed, Joe Tait. I made a supply run last night. I needed a super. I sold something that was kind of big and long, but flat. And so I needed a super large bubble mailer that I don't get in bulk because eBay store doesn't supply them. I only use these like once or twice a year, so I can make a run and spend the markup price. And I ran out of my 4x6 labels, so I put it in an order from Amazon. They'll get here on Saturday. So I'm like, well, right now I'm just downloading labels and sending them up to my work office and just printing them out. But it's kind of a hassle. You got to download the label. I have to open it up on email, print it out, do the paper tape. So it's just takes a little longer. So I'm like, I'll pay a small markup just for the convenience. So I go to Office Max, which everything is so jacked up price wise. I shouldn't even have bothered. I found the 4x6 labels. They were $36 for like 220. The same exact price I bought them on Amazon, only I got 4. So it's like I am not paying 4 times the amount for these labels just to have 2 days of convenience. So I'll do the cut and paste. Then I was looking for the large bubble mailers. They only had them in packages of 6, and a package of 6 was like $40. So you're talking like $6 plus for a single bubble mailer, and I just need one. So I did find I needed like a caddy to put my printers on, my label printers. So at some point this weekend, I'm going to get this monstrosity cleaned up and use that. So it wasn't a complete failure. So then I'm like, I'll just check out Walmart. Oh, and I needed envelopes, just standard envelopes for the when I do the standard envelope tracking on eBay. And usually I get them at Costco, and they're like 2 to 3 cents when you buy them in bulk. So I'm like, oh, well, I'm here at Office Max. I'll just buy them. And it was like, basically 4X for just stupid envelopes. So I'm driving back and I'm like, I'm going to hit up Walmart and see what they have. Guess what? They had my super huge bubble mailers, $2.40. I picked up 2 just to have one on deck. So I picked up 2, and envelopes were basically actually the same price as what I get them at Costco. So I think for the 2 super huge bubble mailers, and I think a box of 250 envelopes, it was like $15. And I'm just going to wait. I'm going to continue just cutting and taping the labels from my printer upstairs. And then my actual thermal printer labels will come in on Saturday. So that was my supply run. I also realized I'm trying to hit all the topics without forgetting. I only wrote some of these on the board. I did realize, and I realized this on what's today? Thursday. I think Tuesday night we had sushi, and it just something in the air felt. No, I don't want to say deja vu, but you get that feeling like it's like I feel like I've been here before. This, maybe it's a certain smell, times of the year take you back. So I had that on Tuesday, and I realized we're coming up on like the 1 year anniversary, dubious, of basically our shutdown, our COVID shutdown. So it's one of those where I know exactly where I was when we things started. Like, this is real. Like, it didn't feel real until it was real. Until it like smacked you in the face. Like, oh crap, this is real and bad things are going to happen. So it was this day 1 year ago when like it kind of just everything went crazy. March 11th, 2020. It was a Wednesday. The last time I stepped foot into a restaurant, not for carryout. I haven't dined in at a restaurant in 1 year. This day 1 year ago was the last time I dined into a restaurant. Tanner's Bar and Grill, Wednesday night trivia. And ironically, I think it's the only time we've had our entire trivia team at one trivia night. There's 7 of us guys, and usually there's between 3 and 5 of us that can make it on, on the same night. So Zach, I thought that was today. I thought it was Rudy Gobert. Oh no, he was the night before. Yes, you're right. March 10th was Rudy Gobert, the whole mic incident, because that was like in the news on this day 1 year ago, on March 11th, the next day. Yes, that's right. Rudy Gobert, the Rudy Gobert incident was on March 10th. March 11th was when was it the same team? Was it the Jazz that they had to they canceled the game mid-game? So we're playing trivia in the sports bar on Wednesday night. They've got AEW on this big screen, and then they've got the NBA on this screen over here. And all of a sudden, like, one of the NBA games gets canceled mid-game, and it's like, whoa. And there's like constant news scrolling, like Rudy Gobert tests positive for COVID, the day after the microphone thing, and this game gets canceled. All of a sudden, scrolling this conference basketball tournament, no fans will be allowed. And it's like, and at that time, no fans are going to be allowed was like super foreign. Like, that was like, whoa, this does not seem real. No fans in attendance. Little did we know that there would be no sports at all. Just wild. And I remember that it was March 11th, 2020, where that's like when the wheels fell off this thing. Just absolutely crazy. The last time I have sat inside at a restaurant. In fact, I've only dined at a restaurant once in the last year. I had a friend visit last summer, and we went to a little pub that has an outside patio, and we ate outside on the patio. Yeah, Zach, 1 year ago. Yeah, you were not in our lives 1 year ago. I don't think I knew Texas Card Dude a year ago. I think I knew George and Dan, and I think I knew Herman a year ago. So yeah, just insane. So let's save the best for last. So let's move from like terrible news, Joe Tait passing away, and a year of our dubious COVID anniversary. Let's end it on a high note, okay? Let's end it on a high note. Ernie freaking Banks, Project 70, Ernie Banks. We finally have a Cub. What is he, number 43 in the set, I think? So Ernie Banks, we have a Cub. Are you shocked that there was another Yankee yesterday? So yes, 70, Ernie Banks, Don Mattingly, and Jose Canseco. So we finally got a Cub. I ordered the bundle. So now I said all along that I'm only buying Cubs, and that is true, kind of. So I'm basically hedging my bets. When a Cub is released, I'm going to buy the 3-card bundle. So technically, I'm not only buying Cubs because I'm buying the other 2 that are with the Cub in the Project 70. So basically, why I do that is I think it's $50 to buy the 3. Otherwise, if I only bought Ernie, it's $20 plus, whatever, $21. So instead of 21, I'm paying 51. So, basically my price per card is down, and I can stuff, and basically my plan is I'll have the Don Mattingly, I'll have the Jose Canseco, and I'm probably just going to put it aside. And, if things take off, I'll sell it, maybe down the road, I'll sell it. I have no plans. Like, I'm not going to list them right away to sell the Mattingly and Canseco. I'll just stuff them in a box, and, when I get to it, maybe 2 years down the road, I'll be like, I don't want these anymore. I'm going to put them on eBay for $5 or $10. But it's kind of like hedge your bets. So I'll get that Ernie Banks price per card down. And then, hey, if something happens where the print run is super low or something, and all of a sudden Project 70 takes off in the future, kind of like last year, I hope it doesn't go that far. But if that, $20 card becomes a $50 card, hey, I make a small profit, and my Ernie Banks card essentially is free. So I am buying the 3-card bundles when a Cub is a part of it. So I put my order as soon as it went live on the website yesterday morning. Purchased the 3-card lot. I know it was like mixed reaction, because there was so much excitement because there's finally a Cub. But Clark the Cub is kind of, for Cubs fans, most Cubs fans don't like Clark the Cub. It's corny, it's childish, cheesy. It's, new. Clark the Cub's only been around for like 6 years, 7 years. He's not real popular amongst Cubs fans, adult Cubs fans. I'm indifferent. Like, it's okay. Like, some people just hate Clark the Cub. Like, it's just a mascot. Like, let it go. Like, sometimes we get upset over stupid stuff, and that to me is getting upset over something stupid. Do I like the Clark the Cub on there? Not necessarily, but I think it's a cool card. And so I don't know if I'm pronouncing the artist name correctly, but Quicks, Quiccss. Once a Cub was telling me that he looked him up, and his like style is like robots. So Clark the Cub is actually a robot behind Ernie. So I think it's cool. I think it's a cool Cub. I'm biased, so I'm gonna like it either way. The Don Mattingly doesn't do anything for me. It's basically like I hate when people criticize the art. But what's up with the Don Mattingly? I mean, it's just Don Mattingly. It's just like an image of Don Mattingly. Bomb, bomb, bomb. Doesn't do it for me. And the Jose Canseco by Matt Taylor, it's pretty cool because he did a similar Mark McGwire version. And I guess there's some sort of like parallel, or it was planned out. I don't know. But that's pretty cool. It's neat. Neither of those, Mattingly or Canseco, really like stood out, did anything for me. I like more of the artsy stuff. I like it's all art. Like even this 1981 Fleer, as boring as it looks, Paul Molitor, it's still art because there's a design. You've got borders, you've got colors, you've got the little baseball in the corner. You've got to place the names. You've got the image. Photography is art in itself. So even a traditional baseball card is in itself art. I like just the, what is it, abstract or my wife could tell me. My wife is like super into art. But I like the, the out there, out of the box. I don't know what you call it, but I like the Ermsy type stuff. Like that's what draws my attention. That's what I like. So Herman said he was pushing to change some of his players because all the Yankees that are being made. That's cool because I think there's been a Yankee every day this week. And there was two on it might have been a 2 for Tuesday with Yankees with the Dion and the other one, Yogi Berra. So yeah, it's to the point where it's almost humorous. Like I even joked about it earlier this week. Like, oh, it's the Yankee and two other teams, or Yankee and Dodgers and the other team, and it's basically come to that. It's a Yankee and two other guys. George did the bundles when there was a Gibson I wanted last year. Very cool. Brad says, at least you don't have a horse as a mascot, a freaking horse. Clark the Cub got a lot of play the other day when the mayor did that video about fans in the stands. When he was in his catcher position, his tail looked like another. I did not see that. I'll have to go look that up. Brad. So no, we have not got another Bobby 100, but there's 50 some artists. So, and we're only, I think 40, we're only 40. What are we? 43 cards in, 45 cards in. So not all the artists have even been featured yet. There's, I believe, 51 artists in Project 70. So it'll probably be at least a couple weeks before another Bobby 100 will come out. He was one of the early ones, so I don't know if they'll go like on a set plane, like, okay, Bobby 100 was kind of like a snake draft or whatever. So I don't know how it'll be interesting once they get all the artists out. Will they go back to, well, it's been 51 or, 51 divided by 3 since we've had a Snoop Dogg. Is Snoop Dogg going to be in the first of the next batch? So there's still, I think, 6 artists yet to be featured. So I think this week ends it. So ends the 51. So that means what, 51, 50, 49, 48, 47. So yeah, we're 40. I think we're 45 cards in. So today will be 46, 47, 48. And then tomorrow will be 49, 50, 51. And that will be all 51 artists. So yeah, yep, George, yep, exactly. So the artists will drop their second cards beginning next week. Snake draft party. Yeah, they I think it was based on Project 2020 print run. So whoever had the least amount of cards sold, they get the first pick. They get the first card released in Project 70. So that's the topics I wanted to touch on today. So I'm getting caught up. I am making my plan to go to the card shop down in Illinois on Saturday. I had a thought. I've been throughout this week, I've been adding cards to my file exchange. And I've been adding some cards here and there, like some autos and relics that I have in a box. But my file exchange is up to 450 cards this week. I've uploaded the pictures, everything. Like I could click a button right now and upload 450 cards to eBay from just this week, Monday through Wednesday. 450 cards plus whatever I listed from the app. So I'm going to try to get that number to 500 the next couple days, and then I think I'm going to do that drop Friday night. Friday night after work, I'm just going to bombard my eBay store with at least 500 new listings. So that'll bury me on the weekend. I think when I did the 150 card drop a couple weeks ago, I think I sold 10 within a couple hours, like once they were uploaded. So that's what's coming to the eBay store. At least 500 new cards to be listed for the week. And if I could do 500 per week, that would be gold. That would put me probably underwater, and I probably wouldn't be able to keep up. So I'll have to kind of keep my head above water and be careful on not getting out of control on listing that I can't ship on time. So that's what I had for today. Appreciate the chat. Good stuff. Check out Brad next, Texas Card Dude. 1millioncubs.com is the website, and that eBay store is 99centcards.com. Have a great Thursday. We'll talk to you tomorrow.